Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we have played 266 games in this NFL season. Only one remains, and it's the biggest of them all, as EA Sports is proud to present coverage of the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. As they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. No. Check. Patriot. Blue 90.
In motion comes the tight end left. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Man left.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Second 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. But they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. No. All right, here we go. Leopard. Green. Gun. 319. Gun. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Budge, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
53 is the mic.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight
Over. Set. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's get it.
Over. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit.
No, check.
What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Lynn didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. Going up top. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting that 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Back 99.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
No, check.
Tighten up.
And they'll send a tight end in motion left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. They'll play action, hit them over the top.
They'll set up to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Now let's go.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight to your right, tight to your right.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second and goal. Defense digging. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They're going to look to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
All right, here we go. 3 down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Stop.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch left. Watch left. Watch left.
Now let's go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Tight end left. 3 down.
All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Play it.
Detroit!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, get him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time.
Here we go.
But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Now let's go. 3. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Over.
I'm coming after you.
And the wide out in motion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Detroit!
Check 49, check 49.
Here we go now. Detroit, let's go. 319. 319.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Strong right, strong right.
Go, go. Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So they're operating in the red zone.
Tight end right, tight end right.
All right, now let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Set. 319.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
And that'll be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
Hey,
Obviously,
right.
one that
Watch
should
tight
have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements
Here we go
together
now.
so they can make some
319.
progress in this one.
319.
53's to Mike. 53. Check 53. Oh, get him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So 4th down. Here's Peterman. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
We got tight left.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Check.
Green 39. Leopard. Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Gun. Let's go. Green 39.
They'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Partners, we well know long kickoff returns set up big-time momentum for the team with the ball. But how about the defense? They've gone on the field, understood the situation, and really have held up strong.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Set. Blue landed. Here we go now. Detroit. 319.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Gun. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue
Second and goal to go now. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just...